Hello friends, welcome to Perfection IAS editorial analysis. In today's editorial analysis, we are going to discuss the topic antimicrobial resistance. You may come across this term frequently in news. In this video, we will discuss every aspect about this topic. This topic is very important for UPSC mains. Okay, so it will come under GS3 under Science and Technology topic. First, we will see the context of this topic. Since antibiotics were introduced to the world in mid 20th century, around 1950s, it helped the humanity to reduce the deaths caused by various infectious diseases to around 50% to 10%. So actually, what is antibiotic? Antibiotic is nothing but a drug which we are using to kill the infection causing microorganism. Okay, so this is antibiotic. It helped the humanity to reduce the death due to microbial infection. But in recent time, we are consuming antibiotic indiscriminately. Okay, we are overusing antibiotic. So experts are giving warning that if we keep on using the antibiotic indiscriminately, it could lead to return to pre-antibiotic era where even a simple infection were deadly. So this is the main context of this question. So first we will discuss what is antimicrobial resistance. So antimicrobial resistance refers to ability of microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, parasite and virus. So these are the major disease causing microorganism to resist effort to antimicrobial drugs such as antibiotics, antiviral and antifungal drugs. Okay, so these are the drugs we are using to kill the infection causing microorganism. So what antibiotic resistance is? Over a period of time, if we keep on consuming this antibiotic indiscriminately, over a period of time, this microorganism get resistant to this drug. Okay, so and in further, if we use the same drug, means that it won't kill or it won't inhibit the growth of microorganism. This is what we call antimicrobial resistance. You can relate it with some simple example. So you may aware about the drug Dolo 650 or Dolo. Okay, Dolofer. We are using it for some headache and other health issue. Before 10 years, the mg of Dolo is 250. Okay, Dolo 250. Before 5 years, they had increased it to 250 mg. So Dolo 500. And now we are using Dolo 650. Okay. In future, they may increase it to Dolo 1000 or Dolo 1200. So what it means? Before 10 years, only 250 mg of this drug is sufficient to kill the microorganism. Now we need 650. Okay, in future it may go further. So this is called antimicrobial. Okay, so over a period of time, the drug won't affect or kill the microorganism. So this is called antimicrobial resistance. Next, we will discuss the causes for this antimicrobial resistance. So before that, we will discuss some data. So a recent study in 2019 found that more than 1 million people, okay, so 1 million people a year die from infection lead to microbe that resist to antibiotics. Okay, so because of antimicrobial resistance, 1 million people dying every year, which is more than the death caused by various dangerous diseases like malaria and HIV. And in future, if we didn't address the antimicrobial resistant issue, 10 million people could die as a result by 2050. Okay, by 2050, 10 million people. So this is the major challenges. Now India as well as many countries are trying to solve the issue. So what are the causes? What are the major causes for this antimicrobial resistance? So first cause is overuse and misuse of antibiotics. Now what we are using? We are overusing the antibiotics. Antibiotics are available everywhere. We can get antibiotic without prescription in medical shop. So what we are doing for simple infectious diseases like cold, cough, or some even for simple infectious diseases, we are using antibiotics without any prescription. Okay, so this is the main cause. And misuse. So misuse means farmers are using antibiotic for some agriculture purpose. Okay, so they are using antibiotics in farming to increase the shelf life, of vegetables. So this overuse and misuse of antibiotic, and antibiotics are also used in poultry and dairy farming. Okay, so in this in this sector, antibiotic farmers and dairy farmers are misusing the antibiotics. So this overconsumption and misuse of antibiotics is the first cause for antibiotic resistance. Then second thing is lack of new antibiotic development. So the last antibiotic developed was colistin. It was developed during 1980s. So in this last 40 years, no new antibiotics were developed. So the antibiotics which was sufficient to control microorganism during 1980 weren't efficient to control control microorganism in 2022. Okay, why? Because the microorganism will keep on changing. Okay, we had seen in during COVID, Micron, Omicron, there are a lot of mutation and variation happened in COVID. Like that, all the microorganism will evolve over a period of time. Okay, so but my antibiotic was invented in 1980. After that, any new antibiotic were developed. So this is also one of the main challenge. And other causes is poor infection control. So poor infection control measures in healthcare setting can lead to spread of antibiotic resistant bacteria. We can relate it to COVID. Okay, so if we didn't control the infection properly, it will spread to huge amount of people, and it will also lead to antimicrobial resistance. And other causes is environmental contamination. So bacteria are more freely available in the environment. So now due to the contamination of water and soil, due to environmental pollution like water pollution and soil pollution, these bacteria are spreading enormously. So environmental contamination is also a major issue. Now we are not not properly doing any water treatment, or we are polluting the soil. So this environmental contamination also a big reason for antimicrobial resistance. And another reason is improper disposal of medical waste. So medical waste disposal is a big issue. Disposing medical waste such as unused or experienced antibiotics in a improper manner can lead to release the drug into environment, and again it will lead to contamination of water and soil, and it will also affect the human. Okay, so this is also improper disposal of medical waste is also an important cause. And lack of access to sanitation and clean water. So poor access to sanitation and clean water in certain area can increase the spread of infectious diseases, leading to use of antibiotics. Okay, so poor lack of access to sanitation and open defecation can also lead microorganism to spread through the fecals and sewages. So if this thing happen, what people may be affected by various infectious diseases. So once people affected by infectious diseases, they will use antibiotic, and overuse of antibiotic will lead to antibiotic resistance. So these are the major causes for antibiotic resistance, antibiotic or antimicrobial resistance. Now we will see the solution. So how can we control this antimicrobial resistance? So first is reduce the use of microbes. We should use antibiotics. We should use antibiotic only for extreme cases and for the cases when it is necessary. So we should reduce the use of antibiotic for human and agriculture and in dairy and poultry farming. So we should use antibiotic only when it is necessary, and also we should use with the prescription of doctor. We should not use antibiotic without the prescription of doctor. So this is the first thing. And second thing is developed new antibiotic. We had already seen that last antibiotic was invented in 1980s. So after 1980 we didn't develop any antimicrobe. So a drug producing company need to produce new antibiotic which are capable of killing the emerging variant of microorganisms. The next thing is increasing public awareness and education. So we should, government and international organization should educate public about the negative consequences of antimicrobial resistance and educate the people to take necessary steps to reduce the consumption of antibiotic. So creating public awareness is also a important step to reduce the antimicrobial resistance. And one more thing is international cooperation. So international cooperation like various international agreement, coordination between government, health system and private. So these are the necessary steps we need to take to reduce the impact of antimicrobial resistance. So in conclusion, so to combat this issue, it is important to promote appropriate use of antimicrobial drugs and encourage the development of new treatment. So this is the conclusion for this topic. So that's all for this topic. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, kindly ask your question in the comment. And if you want any other topics related to UPSC, you can also comment that topic. Thanks for watching Perfection IAS.